A Little Knitty in Auburn, and we are going to take these off for you for communication's sake.
Yes.
But it's because we have checked at our immunization status, and we are doing it carefully.
Yes.
And sitting our little 6 feet apart. So, remind me of your name again.
Jen.
Jen, the owner of A Little Knitty in Auburn, and I'm super excited to be in Auburn because these are my stomping ground. So we are in this lovely shop, and you will see the tour next. We're going to take a little run around. It's a nice big space.
It is.
Very good.
Very big, very bright.
Yeah, and I love your painting. Did you paint the walls and everything?
We did. It was pink when we moved in.
Ooh, it was pink.
Not a pretty pink.
Not pretty. Was it like Pepto-Bismol?
It was faded Pepto-Bismol.
Faded Pepto. Ooh, fun times. All right, well, let's start at the beginning.
Yes,
What
yes.
prompted you to open your store?
So 5 years ago, we're actually celebrating 5 years this weekend. 5 years ago, I had lost my mom, and it was just that kind of time in my life that I was like, I want to do what I have always dreamed of, because life is short and we don't know how long we get. And my mom was really young. She was in her late 50s, and it was just, I have to do this. So it was in that point of grief when my husband would probably not say no to me.
You caught him in a weak moment as well.
Exactly. So I said I want to open a yarn shop. I have no experience. I have no background. I have.
Well, you knit.
Well,
Clearly.
yes. I mean,
Okay.
obviously
At least,
that.
I mean, that's a big hurdle.
And an entrepreneurial heart. That is what I want to do is open businesses. But I talked to some people that I was designing for down the road, and they're like, hey, we have some space in our shop. Why don't you open up inside of here, pop-up shop, see how it goes. And so it was supposed to only be 3 months or so, see, if it's worth, sinking some more inventory into. I had one bookshelf and $1,000, and that's it. So not exactly the normal way to
No, but it's a good
start.
way to put your toe in.
Yes, exactly. And I noticed, the first few months, of course, I had like 3 customers. So, I had more parking tickets than I made in the first 3 months. But I learned where not to park. So, but there were people coming in, and there was a need for it in the South Sound area, because we had lost a yarn shop in Puyallup just down the road, and there just wasn't much in this South Sound area. So, and then I kept selling yarn, and I kept buying more, and it has blossomed into this. So
Nice.
yeah.
So it built off that pop-up shop.
Yeah.
And then what, they gave you a second shelf, and then pretty soon
Yeah,
you had a whole
exactly.
you had a whole book.
Then I kept taking up too much of my corner, and
They're
then
like, "Back off."
and then I moved upstairs to get a little bit more space. But the stairs were kind of a pain. It was an old 1906 building, so
Oh.
it was like rickety stairs. So then I moved back downstairs, took up the whole downstairs front portion, and then I outgrew that spot, and I moved here 2 years ago. So,
Sweet.
So yeah, so we did 3 years down there, 2 years here, and it really exploded when I moved here. It's a visible corner.
Yeah.
It's a huge space. I couldn't fill the space at first, but I've gotten there.
It's amazing how easy that gets, isn't it?
It is. You
It's
just
a
buy more
dangerous,
bookshelves.
slippery
Yeah.
slope is what that is. Yeah. All right, so how has the pandemic impacted your business, and what have you done as a result?
Pivot has been the constant in my head of, okay, we're closing. Okay, I can do curbside. Before the pandemic hit, I had planned on getting stuff on my website. I have, this great website I wasn't using. And I was forced in it to get it on really fast so that I could sell stuff.
Just so you know,
So,
every single person
Yeah,
has had that answer. Just so you know.
but it was on my to-do list. It was like 62nd on my to-do list,
Yeah.
but it was on my to-do list. So it forced my hand, and I had to figure it out, which was a learning curve. And I had to sit down and do it. So I did it, photographed everything in here, got it online.
Counted it.
Made sure, yes. Oh, inventory has been the hardest part.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and then got together mystery boxes. I started putting together quarantine kits. I made t-shirts that said crafted my way through a quarantine. Just anything I could to sell something and stay open.
Yeah.
yeah, and I also started a Patreon group where I could, put classes online and help sessions and stuff like that, just to be able to pay my electricity bill, because I still had to pay my rent, my electricity
you gotta pay your rent, your electricity bill, even if nobody's coming in the door.
Exactly. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Electricity's less when you just never turn it on, but I would come down and work and do curbside, but leave all the lights off.
Just save
a couple
cents.
pennies. Yeah.
Save a couple cents. Oh, that's funny.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so what can we get from you that we can't get anywhere else?
Well, I love bags, so that's what led to this.
I'm leaving with one of these.
So I designed our Auburn bag, and we don't have really an Auburn gift shop down here, so when I started,
FYI, you can get it here.
Yeah, you can get it here. But when I started, there was no other like gift shoppy kind of places down here. Now we have lovely gift shops, but so I was like, we need like gift shoppy stuff to represent Auburn. So we have lots of bags, and like I said, I designed some T-shirts and things, but I have stuff in my bag too.
All right. So do we go to
Yes.
What is your favorite fiber?
So my favorite fiber, I said I'm easy. It's just always merino. Like it's just summer,
Squishy.
Spring, winter, fall.
true.
It just doesn't matter. It's always so. This is some Malabrigo that I grabbed here, but it's a happy, soft, lovely fiber, and I love it. So.
Good use for everything.
Yes.
What thing always flies off your shelves?
Local. I have a huge heart for locally dyed yarns. So we don't really have any local mills, or I would have locally milled yarn too. But locally dyed yarn. This is from a dyer right down the road in Enumclaw, and so our kind of center area is hyper focused on anything that's locally dyed. I consider Oregon local because it's PNW. So
That's right.
anything Washington,
And
Oregon.
there's a mill down there.
Yes, there is a mill down there, so I should get on
There's
that.
a couple mills down there.
Yeah, we don't have much up here in Washington. But yeah, so this is, local dyed yarn is what we can always count on flying off. Yeah. And it's always changing too.
Do you get a lot of like tourism, or is it
A little
locals
bit.
buying local?
No, during the summer, obviously, even
come
before the slow yarn crawl, but especially with the slow yarn crawl, there are people that are on their way to, Seattle. Auburn may not be their destination, but
they
they're
stop on the way
like
through.
they're looking at, hey, let's take a detour to Auburn, and then their family's like, why? And a yarn shop.
I don't know, maybe there's a yarn store there. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, what's your favorite book?
My favorite book, I have so many, but this is the current favorite, is Ready, Set, Raglan by Pom Pom. And it's just,
The Pom. I've seen the.
I
haven't gotten to look at that one yet.
this
I've seen the discussions about
It's
that.
phenomenal, and
good, huh?
I love Raglan sweaters. Like, it's just
They fit
happy,
nice.
easy. I
Yeah.
can try it on as I go. So yeah, Ready, Set, Raglan.
All right.
That is a good one.
What's your favorite gadget?
My favorite gadget is actually one that I probably buy the most of because I'm always losing them. The Clover bent tip tapestry needle. Like, I know it's not technically a gadget, I guess,
it's a
but
gadget.
It's my notion of choice. I love these things, and you would think I'd lose them less because they have the carrying case, but it's kind of like bobby pins and ponytail holders. They just
Disappear.
Yeah, it's just there's a gremlin under my couch that just takes them all. But yeah, this bent tip is my absolute favorite for weaving in ends.
And sewing stuff together
Yes.
if you have to.
Yes.
Okay, talk about your patterns for the slow yarn crawl.
My patterns for the slow yarn
I can hold one for
crawl.
you.
This is the
Or an end.
knit.
I'll hold an end,
Yeah,
or-
I'll hold an end because this thing is huge.
It's long.
So what I wanted it to be is
it's
actually
nice.
more of like a scarf than a shawl.
Yeah.
So I actually put the V in the front, wrap it around once, and then
Yeah, that's
usually
how I wear
knot
all
it.
mine.
Yep.
Oh, and then you knot it?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll like take this. Yeah, exactly.
Or you
And-
can have
yeah.
little ends
Yes,
where you can knot it
exactly.
under here.
Yeah, I usually knot it
Or you can
underneath.
pull it down and you've got it
You
drapey.
can do anything. you
Yeah.
want. So yeah,
This is
just
one of my favorite shapes.
fingering weight,
2 skeins.
2 skeins, yes. And then our crochet pattern, which is actually designed by a local designer. She lives just down the road, Kick and Crochet, and she designed this for us. And so it's a little crossbody bag, and oops. And so it's actually like double tall, so you can really, you know,
stuff it, but you can fold it down and not have it be stuffy.
Exactly. So I really like this for like traveling and stuff.
Cute.
You know, you can throw it across your body. You can have your phone and, you know, all your kind of necessary.
I got to see the photos for that one, and they took it shopping.
Yes, exactly.
They actually took that bag shopping.
You can actually like shove it in your suitcase too. You know, so it's a good one to travel with.
Yeah,
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the interview. And then we'll go shopping.
That's cool.
All right, we are downtown Auburn at A Little Knitty, and we're gonna go in and see front counter. Oh, there's your Swift station. That's another fun thing, is to go to all these stores and see people's Swift stations. All right, lead me around. Show me your, oh, here's your gift section. Let's look at the gift section.
Yes, so these are, this is kind of the section of things that are specific also to our shop, or things like embroidery kits, and I'm getting some punch needle kits. So things you could take home with you. This area here is locally made crafts, so locally made soaps, locally made wood things, locally cards, some amigurumi even. So that's that.
Oh, finished amigurumi you can buy.
Yes, finished amigurumis.
Nice.
Because you know what? It's hard, and you know, like.
No, not everybody loves it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have needles and notions and all of that stuff. Hooks here. Some crochet kits from Toft. And then I have some needle felting stuff that I'm kind of bringing in. And laundress is our soap, the soap that we carry.
Nice.
Our Malabrigo.
The Malabrigo department.
Yes.
Everybody loves the Malabrigo.
Low right now.
Oh God, that's cute.
More samples.
I know, I gotta not look around.
This is our locally dyed section, so teal torch, like Portland.
Nice bright stuff.
Yes, yes. And then also
Sugar plum? Is that sugar plum?
Sugar
No.
plum circus, yeah.
Yep, Sugar Plum Circus.
Yes. Yeah, I need to place another photo. And then we have Heather Ellis, who's just down the road, and then Rainier Roses, who is one of our employees. And then other locally dyed Tacoma and Portland and Olympia.
Waifu's Portland? Or Olympia?
She's Olympia, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Jada Wu is in Ording, so not very far away.
Yeah.
And then we have a little bit of Wild Star. This was our Mother's Day yarn this year, so I still have a little bit of it
Left, yeah.
So it was a special label, Dear Mama, for Mother's
Oh, that's cute.
Day. So,
It's adorable.
yeah.
And then you had some with your label, didn't you?
Yes, we do.
Let's go over and look at your label.
We do have a private label here, which is dyed for us by Trilogy Yarn. So I do not dye yarn. I leave it up to the professionals.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it. So
did you consult with colors, or you're like, no,
I get to pick the colors and
awesome.
the names, and
yeah, awesome.
I look for inspiration, take lots of pictures, and send them to her. So
nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Very spiffy. All right, and some baskets.
Yes. Yeah, I'm waiting for more of those. I need more. Those are so popular. Like, it's so
they're
nice
great
to
to carry, right?
put your stuff in, you know.
And then your
So
staple section.
Staples start here with
Okay.
cotton. So these are the staples with the cottons and a little bit of linen, and then it gets a little acrylic and acrylic blendy, and then it gets woolier as we go back.
Well, you gotta, you meet the needs of your customers, right?
Exactly. And then lots of samples.
And grandkids are great for acrylic.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of samples of what the yarn can do and how it feels.
Yeah.
And inspiration as far as like can I
Lots
make
of inspiration.
today?
How was that getting all your samples up before as you opened? Were there periods when you're like, oh, I can't knit fast enough?
I don't think I had a sample when I first
Yeah.
yeah, it's been.
I do remember those days myself.
Yeah, oh yeah,
It's like, I can't do
I
it.
still feel like I bring in a new yarn and I'm like feverishly knitting
Yeah,
something
yeah.
so that people can.
Oh, cute little gnome. He's cute
Isn't
down there.
that cute? We did that as a virtual retreat during.
Let's see if I can get it down here. There he is.
So we all sat together on Zoom and.
And did a little gnome.
Did a little gnome.
It's a cute one. I like him out of the
I
gold.
know, right?
And then Queensland Drovers.
Yeah, the Queensland, and then Juniper Moon, Jody Long. That's where it gets by brand instead of by fiber. It's so hard to figure out how you're gonna run that because, like,
Yep.
you know, if
There's size, there's
it was
fiber, there's...
easy, like I'd do it by color, but that would just drive me
Oh my
insane.
goodness, yeah. That would be a
But it
difficult
would be
shop.
beautiful to look at.
Ooh, look at your little mittens.
Yeah, lots of little mittens, lots of little baby
Stripies.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then this is our inspiration station back here. of
Oh,
lots
some
of
more.
samples that people can touch, feel, try on.
Nice.
And then
And some yarn to even try out. If
Yeah.
you don't come with or is that your backup?
that's like I'm never gonna finish that. But
Your backup. If you need a
if
project,
I'm really bored.
if
I
you
might
need
do
a
that.
project and you have nothing,
Yeah,
there's the opportunity.
there have
Oh,
been-
there's another one too.
They're everywhere. It allows me to show people how to use like a 9-inch circle.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
No, it's a great idea.
There's half done projects.
And then you have some patterns.
A little bit of patterns, not tons.
A little bit
because
of books.
Ravelry, but
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. And then our
Clearance.
last chance clearance. This is my classroom.